Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather here to talk about something that has shaped the course of history, something that has lifted families, communities, and even nations. Strength, wisdom, and resilience, these are the marks of a smart woman. In every era, in every land, there have been women who rose above challenges, who defied expectations, who carried the weight of their dreams and the dreams of those around them. They did not stumble through life waiting for things to happen. They made things happen. They followed principles unshakable and true that guided them through adversity and led them to victory. And today, these same principles still hold power. There are rules that smart women live by, not rules of restriction, but rules of wisdom, rules that build, that empower, that strengthen. These rules are not about mere survival. They are about thriving, about stepping into purpose, about walking with confidence, about shaping the world instead of being shaped by it. Because when a woman rises, she lifts others with her. When a woman stands in her power, she becomes a force that nothing can break. And when she follows these rules, she does not just live. She leads, she inspires, she transforms. There comes a time in every woman's life when she must look in the mirror and decide what she sees. Not just the not just Volksexpectations pressing up on Hall, but truth of Hasharulas. Das is what Zunde begins sooner than bruising self within confidence for too long to many have been told enough. That their voices should be quieter, that their dreams should be smaller, that their presence should take up less space. But that is not the truth. The truth is that every woman carries within her a strength that no one can take away, a light that no darkness can extinguish. Confidence is not something you wait for. It is not something that suddenly appears when life becomes easier or when circumstances change. Confidence is a decision. It is the choice to stand tall when the world tells you to shrink. It is the belief that you are capable, not because everything has been handed to you, but because you have fought, you have learned, and you have grown. There will be moments of doubt, moments when fear whispers in your ear, telling you that you are not good enough, that you do not belong, that success belongs to someone else. But doubt is a liar and fear is a thief. They will rob you of opportunities, of joy, of the very life you were meant to live if you let them. But a smart woman knows that fear is not her master. She stands up, she speaks, she moves forward even when the road is uncertain. A confident woman does not seek approval from the world because she knows the world's approval is fleeting. One day they will cheer, the next they will criticize. But self-worth is not built on applause. It is built on an unshakable foundation of knowing who you are. It is built on integrity, on faith, on purpose. It is built when you rise after every fall. When you refuse to let failure define you, when you choose to keep going even when no one is watching. And confidence is not arrogance. It is not the need to prove yourself by tearing others down. No, true confidence lifts others up. It walks into a room and makes space for everyone. It does not shrink in the face of competition because it knows that another woman's success does not diminish its own. A strong woman does not dim her light. She shines so others can see their own potential more clearly. Every woman has been given gifts, talents, and strengths that are uniquely hers. No one else in this world can do what she was meant to do in the way that she was meant to do it. And the moment she realizes that, the moment she stops comparing, stops doubting, stops questioning, is the moment she steps into her true power. Confidence is built in the quiet moments. It is built in the way you speak to yourself when no one else is around. It is built in the way you carry yourself, in the way you refuse to let past mistakes define your future. It is built when you choose to step forward even when the path ahead is unclear. Some may say, but I don't feel confident. That's all right. Confidence is not about feelings, it's about actions. It's about showing up, standing tall, speaking boldly, even when your hands are shaking and your heart is pounding. And every time you do, you grow a little stronger, a little braver, a little wiser. No one is born with unshakable confidence. It is built step by step through struggle and through victory, through failure and through learning. And once you have it, once you embrace your worth and walk in that confidence, there is nothing you cannot do. Because the world does not need more women who doubt themselves. It does not need more women who hold back, who apologize for their existence, who silence their own voices. The world needs women who rise, women who stand firm, women who walk with power and purpose, unafraid to take their place, unafraid to lead, unafraid to shine. So stand up, lift your head, walk boldly in who you were created to. Because a smart woman knows her worth, and she never lets the world convince her otherwise. That life will test you, it will shake you, it will bring storms that threaten to break you. There will be moments when the weight of disappointment, heartache, and struggle feels unbearable. And in those moments, a choice must be made. A choice to either surrender to the pain or to rise with strength that cannot be shaken. Emotional strength is not about avoiding hardships. It is not about pretending that pain does not exist. It is about facing life head-on, knowing that challenges will come, but they will not define you. A strong woman does not crumble when the winds blow against her. She plants her feet, she lifts her head, and she refuses to be defeated. But how does one develop such strength? How does one build resilience in a world that constantly throws obstacles in the way? It begins with understanding that pain is not the enemy. Failure is not the end. Struggles are not punishments. They are training ground. They shape you. They refine you. They make you into the person you were meant to be. A resilient woman understands that emotions are powerful, but they do not have to control her. She does not allow anger, fear, or sadness to rule her decisions. Instead, she acknowledges them, she feels them, and then she chooses how to respond. She does not lash out in moments of frustration, nor does she let sorrow steal her hope. She stands firm, steady, unshaken. Resilience is not something you are born with, it's something you build. It is strengthened every time you face a setback and refuse to give up. It is forged in the fire of adversity, in the moments when everything seems to fall apart, yet you choose to keep moving forward. There will be disappointments. People will let you down. Life will not always go according to plan. But a strong woman does not waste time dwelling on what she cannot change. She does not let the past hold her hostage. She learns, she adapts, she grows. She takes every lesson, every heartbreak, every failure, and she turns it into wisdom, into strength, into fuel for the future. Resilience is knowing that no matter how dark the night, the morning will come. It is believing that even in the hardest seasons, there is purpose in the pain. It is standing in the midst of the storm and declaring that you will not be broken. A woman who masters emotional strength does not seek validation from the world. She does not depend on the opinions of others to determine her worth. She finds her strength in something deeper, something unshakable. She knows who she is. She knows what she stands for. And no amount of criticism, rejection, or hardship can take that away. She forgives not because others always deserve it, but because she refuses to let bitterness take root in her heart. She moves forward not because it is easy, but because she knows that staying stuck in the past will never lead her to the future she deserves. When life knocks her down, she does not stay there. She rises. Again and again she rises. Because she understands that strength is not found in never falling. It is found in always getting back up. And when she stands, she does not stand alone. She stands with wisdom, with courage, with... She stands nung the chest, fastus... Western yet she's still, huh? She's unshaken and afraid, unsteprika which man like this. It cannot, because her strength does not come from external circumstances, it comes from within. It comes from knowing that no matter what happens, she has the power to overcome. And so she walks forward, head high, heart strong, with a spirit that refuses to be defeated. Because a woman who has mastered emotional strength and resilience is a woman who cannot be conquered. She is a force to be reckoned with, and nothing will stand in her way. There is no finish line for growth. No point at which a woman has learned all she needs to know. No moment when she has arrived at the peak of her potential. The world is constantly moving, constantly changing, and a smart woman understands that to stand still is to fall behind. She knows that learning is not something left behind in school books and classrooms. It is a lifelong journey, a never-ending pursuit. A woman who commits to continuous growth does not wait for opportunities to come to her. She seeks them out. She does not settle for what she already knows. She hungers for more. She understands that every day holds a lesson. Every person she meets can teach her something. Every challenge is an invitation to grow stronger, wiser, better. Growth is not comfortable. It requires effort. It demands humility. It asks that a woman look at herself, not with criticism, but with a willingness to improve. It requires her to face the areas where she is weak and strengthen them. It calls her to step beyond what is familiar, to take on challenges that stretch her, to embrace the discomfort of change. And change will come, it always does. The world does not stay the same, and neither should she. A woman who stops learning, who stops growing, is a woman who stops living. She does not allow herself to become trapped by old ways of thinking, by outdated ideas, by the fear of the unknown. Anstud sjuokamusnen the loja, no xperpun sus, no wasdink, sha undik stance, that husha was yesterday's net hushas to Baltimore. She does not let mistakes define her because she understands that mistakes are not the end. They are stepping stones to something greater. Every setback is a lesson. Every misstep is a chance to adjust her course. Every struggle is a doorway to wisdom. She is not threatened by the success of others because she knows that learning from those who have gone before her will only make her stronger. She is not afraid to ask questions, to seek guidance, to admit that she does not know everything. She surrounds herself with those who challenge her, push her to be better, who remind her that growth is not a destination, it is a way of life. Lifelong learning is not just about books and classrooms. It is about burnkurpas, about exploring nodas, about stepping on each this, and then with a hutful along to life. Others about listening more than speaking, about understanding before judging, about always remaining a student of life. A woman who embraces growth does not allow herself to be defined by what she once was. She is constantly evolving, constantly improving, constantly becoming more of the person she was meant to be. She does not resist change. She runs toward it, knowing that every new lesson, every new skill, every new experience is making her stronger, sharper, more powerful. And as she grows, she lifts others with her. She shares what she learns. She mentors those who come after her. She becomes a beacon of wisdom and knowledge. She does not hoard her success. She uses it to inspire, to empower, to lead. Because a woman who stops learning is a woman who stops leading. And the world needs women who lead. Women who think, who question, who innovate. Women who are not afraid to admit they don't have all the answers, but who are determined to find them. So she presses forward, she reads, she listens, she observes, she applies. She does not fear new beginnings because she understands that every season of life brings with it an opportunity to grow. She does not cling to old mindsets that no longer serve her because she knows that wisdom comes from embracing change, not resisting it. And as she walks this path of continuous growth, she discovers something incredible, that there is no limit to what she can achieve. That every day is a chance to be better than she was before. That with each lesson learned, with each challenge overcome, she is becoming exactly the woman she was meant to be. She is unstoppable. She is unshakable. She is always learning, always growing, always rising. And because of that, there is nothing in this world that can hold her back. No woman walks through life alone. Every path she takes, every dream she chases, every challenge she faces, there are people along the way who shape her journey. Some lift her up, others try to tear her down. Some push her forward, others hold her back. And a wise woman understands that the strength of her relationships will determine the strength of her life. She knows that relationships are not just about having people around her. They are about connection, about support, about walking side by side with those who inspire her to be better. She seeks friendships that encourage her, mentors who guide her, and loved ones who remind her of her worth when the world tries to make her forget. But she also understands that not every relationship is meant to last. Some people enter her life for a season, to teach her a lesson, to walk with her for a time, and then to leave. And that is all right. She does not cling to relationships that drain her, that diminish her, that make her feel less than she truly is. She knows that her energy, her heart, her time are precious, and she will not waste them on those who do not honor them. A strong woman is not afraid to set boundaries. She does not say yes out of guilt or obligation. She does not allow others to take advantage of her kindness. She understands that loving people does not mean allowing them to walk over her. She knows that real strength is found in the ability to say no when necessary. Boundaries are not walls. They are not meant to shut people out, but to protect what is valuable. A woman who sets boundaries does so because she values herself, because she understands that she cannot pour into others if she is running on empty. She knows that she must first take care of her own heart, her own mind, her own well-being before she can truly be there for anyone else. She surrounds herself with those who respect her boundaries, with those who bring light and strength into her life. She chooses relationships built on trust, on honesty, on mutual support. She does not waste time on gossip, on jealousy, on drama. She seeks those who celebrate her victories, who stand by her in her struggles, who challenge her to rise higher. A woman like this does not compete. She collaborates. She does not envy. She encourages. She knows that there is enough success, enough joy, enough opportunity for everyone, and she lifts others as she climbs. She is wise enough to know that relationships take effort. They require patience, understanding, and forgiveness. She is willing to invest in the people who matter, to show up for them, to be present, to listen. She does not take relationships for granted because she understands that strong connections are one of the greatest treasures in life. But she also knows when to walk away. She knows that not every person in her life is meant to stay. When a relationship becomes toxic, when it steals her peace, when it makes her doubt her worth, she has the courage to let go. She does not hold on to what is harming her just because it is familiar. And when she loves deeply. She is loyal, she is kind, she is compassionate. She does not love with half a heart. She gives fully, but only where her love is valued. She does not waste time chasing people who do not see her worth. Her relationships are built on a foundation of respect. She demands it and she gives it in return. She knows that respect is not just about words, but about actions. She does not accept less than she deserves, and she does not offer less than she expects from others. She is a woman of strength, of wisdom, of discernment. She knows that the people she allows into her life will either lift her higher or drag her down, and she chooses wisely. She builds a life filled with relationships that inspire her, that strengthen her, that remind her of who she is. She sets boundaries that protect her peace, her energy, her spirit. She is not afraid to stand alone if necessary because she knows that her worth is not determined by how many people surround her, but by the quality of those who do. And because of this, she walks through life with confidence. She loves without fear, she gives without regret, and she stands strong, knowing that she is supported by relationships that are true, by friendships that are pure, and by boundaries that keep her heart safe. She is a woman who chooses wisely, who loves deeply, who stands firm. And because of that, she cannot be broken. There comes a moment in every woman's life when she must decide. Will she stay where it is safe, where it is comfortable, where she is unseen? Or will she step forward boldly into the life she was meant to live? Playing small is easy. It is easy to stay in the shadows, to let fear hold you back, to allow doubt to whisper that you are not ready. But a woman who wants to make a difference, a woman who wants to fulfill her purpose, cannot afford to live in hesitation. She must be willing to step forward, to take risks, to move in faith even when the path ahead is unclear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is not about waiting until you feel completely confident, completely prepared. No, courage is moving forward despite the fear. It is standing up when everything inside you tells you to sit down. It is speaking when the world tells you to stay silent. It is taking action when doubt tells you to wait. A bold woman does not ask for permission to chase her dream. She does not wait for the perfect moment because she knows that waiting will keep her trapped in a life of regrets. She moves forward knowing that every step she takes will lead her closer to where she is meant to be. She understands that vision is more than just dreaming. It is seeing beyond what is in front of her, beyond the obstacles, beyond the limitations. It is looking ahead with faith, believing in something greater, something bigger than herself. She does not settle for what is easy. She reaches for what is extraordinary. There will always be those who tell her she is dreaming too big, that she should be realistic, that she should play it safe. But she does not listen to the voices of limitation. She listens to the voice inside her that says, Go, move, take the... She knows that the only way to fail is to never begin. She understands that taking bold action does not mean reckless action. It means moving with intention, with wisdom, with strategy. It means being willing to learn, to adjust, to grow along the way. It means understanding that failure is not a sign to quit, but a lesson to use. A woman of courage does not let the fear of rejection hold her back. She does not let the fear of failure keep her frozen. She knows that great things are never achieved in comfort zones. She understands that every leader, every pioneer, every world changer faced fear but moved forward anyway. And she does the same. She does not wait for someone to give her an opportunity. She creates one. She does not let past mistakes define her. She rises above them. She does not let the opinions of others determine her future. She walks boldly in her own direction. A woman with vision does not just see obstacles. She sees possibilities. She does not focus on limitations. She finds solutions. She does not dwell on the past. She presses forward into the future. She is unafraid to take the first step, and then the next, and then the next, because she knows that action creates momentum, and momentum creates change. She does not let fear dictate her life. She does not let failure stop her. She does not let excuses hold her back. She knows that she has been given a purpose, a calling, a fire inside her that cannot be ignored. So she moves, she acts, she leads. And because she does, the world is never the same. There comes a time in every woman's life when she stands at a crossroads. One path is familiar, safe, predictable. The other is unknown, uncertain, and filled with challenges. But deep inside, she knows that greatness is never found in the places of comfort. It is found in the steps of boldness, in the decisions that require faith, in the moments when she chooses courage over fear. She was not created to live in the shadows, to shrink in the face of difficulty, to let doubt rule her destiny. She was made to stand, to rise, to move forward with confidence. Yet so many hold back, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting until they feel ready, waiting until fear disappears. But fear never truly leaves. It whispers, it lingers, it tries to convince her that she is not enough. And that is why she must move anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the choice to act in spite of it. It is knowing that fear will try to stop her, but it will not win. She does not wait until she feels strong. She steps forward, and in the stepping, she finds her strength. A bold woman does not wait for permission to live the life she was meant to live. She does not ask the world if she is worthy of pursuing her dreams. She knows that her vision was placed inside her for a reason, and no one but her can fulfill it. She does not let the opinions of others shape her destiny. She understands that if she allows fear of rejection or failure to dictate her choices, she will never step into the fullness of her potential. She sees beyond today. She lifts her eyes from her circumstances and looks toward the future. She does not allow obstacles to blur her vision, because she knows that every mountain, every barrier, every hardship is not there to stop her. It is there to make her stronger. Action is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Many have ideas, many have hopes, but few take the bold steps necessary to turn them into reality. A courageous woman does not just talk about her dreams, she works for them. She rises early. She pushes forward when it is hard. She keeps going when others quit. She understands that every great accomplishment in history began with a single step of faith. She does not let failure define her. She knows that failure is not the end, but a lesson. It is not a sign to quit, but an opportunity to learn, to adjust, to grow. She does not see setbacks as roadblocks. She sees them as stepping stones. Each challenge she faces refines her, prepares her for the greater things ahead. She does not shrink in the face of adversity. She does not let others unshake her confidence. She knows that once she works with courage and vision, the world always bothers harder, produces this hostile, shows drumming to bug. But she does not let the bosses fit that agenda. She listens to that tells her she is capable, she is strong, she is meant for more. What's man of build action does not. What was true for that she does not let excuses hold up. She understands right moment from that communities. Only moment chances na. And so she moves. She brutes. She stops for Dovan when there's a path is unclear. She does not let folks and none from stepungan its external seduce. One should take bold action in a tourism. She become seduce some plov what is possible one which man referees to let for one. She does not just change her on love. She changes loves of his aren't her. She does not sit from hypocrite. She does not accept the laugh of regret. She understands that she has been given a purpose. Oh, she long, and she refuses to let for rob her of this love she was meant to love. So she works food. She tea there. She mjög decisions with conferences. She speaks with other people. She moves with convicted pun. She does not want for the world to hand on a bit another sacred as one. She does it obstacles to fun her she overcomes them. She does not let that powerless her she silences up with action. And because she moves boldly, because she acts with courage, because she steps for good with vision, she transforms her life. She becomes the wins meant to be. She loves a legacy of strength, the first of unstoppable determination. She is fully seconded. She is unstoppable. Because Shaw's chosen to take bold action with courage and vision, and nothing in this will can hold her back and so just use to stand still and stop folks to let for one to work in courage. As if I laugh of in at umbrus, I laugh of bold action and vision, the route to real sir. The will be obstacles, the will be doubts, the will be moments when giving up some tempting. But our witchman of strength is not governed as specified. She does not what for perfect comforts, perfect conduct, funds for perfect circumstances. She'll ruts, she'll trust that her vip stop should take one lord her to something greater. She'll intest shadows. She was not created to shrunk, to blunder, to let for the putadapus, to love, to mock, and unpacked. And as she moves with boldness, as she works with vision, as she silences do it with action, she does with action, she dips skift of something incredible alone. She had the strength within her. She had this Judas who leads her stand tall. Let her walk with confidence. Let her be unafraid to drum, unafraid to drum, unafraid to fall, unafraid to take risks. Because she not finding wording on us, finding moving first. And as she took that first step and then the next, she will say that she was unstoppable. She is limitless. She is exactly how she was meant.